So this iPad is amazing, but it's nothing on Eric Erickson. So I'd like to introduce our Volunteer of the Year to you, Eric Erickson. You don't really have to make it work, okay, but you have to stay up here. So Eric has been a land trust member and a supporter since, I think, 1999. I met Eric in 1998 on some land that Riverside State Park was thinking about surplusing, and we made that not happen. He teamed up with the Land Trust on some conservation futures projects over the years, and he's helped us with modern computer mapping called geographic information systems, the sort of thing that spits out a map like this thing to my right, with all the dark colors and rivers and stuff on it. So 3 years ago, the Land Trust hired a consultant to build a computer model of our entire area, a GIS, geographic information systems model. 2 years ago, the board of directors said, we like what that model is telling us about the conservation value of lands along rivers, lakes, and streams. And that's where the Land Trust is focusing its work. And that's where the 14 new projects are. If any of you have worked with computer models, know that computer models are complicated, they get stale, and they're only as smart as the operator. It's like having a fancy car that only a specialist can drive. So we're going to fast forward to March of 2014. We had the fancy car, we had no competent driver, and we had several flat tires. So the computer model was basically useless for our work. Eric Erickson rode to the rescue. Eric put air in the tires, updated property ownership records for all of our counties, and streamlined it enough so that even I can use it. And this is low tech. I can use it. I use it every week to generate maps and understand where we should work and why. Eric has been volunteering for 2 solid days a week since March as our GIS analyst. His hours are in the hundreds, plus the hours that Eric and I spent on the Troutman Ranch property nomination, dozens more hours arranging field trips, letters of support, some of you provided them, and keeping the Troutman family on board and on the rails. To give you an idea how important Eric is to our operation, he has 2 monitors on his desk. I have 1. Eric also figured out that the Land Trust needed some 21st century technology for monitoring easements and collecting field information about new projects. So with help from Tom Kessler, our Chief Technology Officer volunteer, we bought this iPad, and Eric and Tom loaded it with information and applications. I can't really tell you what all it does except that it knows where I am, and I can tell whether I'm on a property that I'm supposed to be on or not, and I can gather photos, information, and GPS waypoints. Thanks to Eric, I never get lost anymore. So Eric is amazing. For all that you've done and all that you continue to do, I want to thank you as our Volunteer of the Year. We have nothing. Eric has a 4-legged assistant, our best behaved intern ever. So we got a little treat for Gloria too. So. Thank you. Do you want to say anything?
Huh?
Do you want to say anything?
Well, it's a real honor and privilege and something that makes me feel really good to be able to be associated with INLT. It gives me a real sense of purpose, and it's a delight working with Chris and the other folks. I've been absolutely amazed how Chris has gone from somebody that really pretty much didn't know or have much confidence in his computer abilities to somebody that just wades in there, rolls up his sleeves, and gets it done. And so between Tom and I and Chris, I think we have a really wonderful working group, and we're only just about 10% of the way through really getting it together. So, all right. Thank you.